Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? It is Friday. We made it through the week. Well played, everybody. So, today is the last day of Paint with Pete for this week. I have my gallery up today. So basically, we're going to be finishing off the pieces that we've created this week. Finish Big Ron off. Finish Sid Goldman, is now his official name. Big Sid. We're going to add a little bit to the heart, to the Be Excellent piece. And we're going to finish off our P. These are the pieces from last week. I'm going to put last week's up every week so you can see what we've done last week. And again, you can see there's a similar theme. We are drawing like faces and hearts and patterns. But again, just something really simple, really kind of easy to be creative in. We've got some pattern behind Ron as well. He's made up of loads of different layers. I think I'm going to call him Mr. Ron. I think I said it yesterday on the video, but I like the idea of the Mr. Rons and the idea of the circular eye. I don't know if anyone used to watch Captain Scarlet. There we go. That's the reference. So yeah, first things first, we're only going to use black and white today. So if we are going to have a little doodle session as well, I am wearing my Deathly Hallows logo. So we're going to draw a wizard. But I want to just get a couple more layers up on the gold, guys. And Big Ron first. Then we'll have a little doodle. Then we're going to finish up. I have left all the masking tape on these. So we can let's come off there a little bit. But we can do the reveal. So we'll do that just after brew time, and then we'll have the final version of the gallery. We might even do some more doodles around him as well. I might even draw something on the pink here. So I hope you're rolling with me. Hello, good morning, Mr. Ron. Yes, Austin, how are we doing, brother? Yes, Sophie Foster, good morning, everyone. How are we doing? So all you really need is some paper, something to draw on, whether that's a jotter, a notebook, the back of a sketchbook or an exercise book. And a pen, really. If you've got pens or pencils, amazing work. If you've got a bit of paint as well, top notch. Let's be creative. So first and foremost, prep your station. I've got my paper up so I can just paint on whatever. I've got my paint joggers on. I've got a bit of a creative idea about what I want to do today. And I've got some colours and some paint and some art materials as well. I've also got loads of this, loads of elbow room. So we've got loads of room to do whatever we need to or want to. I also have a dust sheet on my carpet just to make sure we are clear. Today's t-shirt, Nomad Clan. Please shout these guys out. Bow. Get the Muscle Man shot as well. Shouts to Haley and Joy, Alo and C-Blocks. Amazing graph team. Just some of the most creative ladies I've ever met, and also some of the most talented in their field as well. I think they've got the tallest or the biggest graph piece in Europe called Athena Rising over in Leeds. Please check Nomad Clan out. And again, they're supported by Urban Artistry and loads of other people as well. Check those guys out. Today's music, back to Pro P. I love that hip hop vibe. I just want to play an instrumental tape just to keep me going and keep those creative juices moving. So we're going to get some tunes on. First things first, I'm going to do the To Each Other in the heart. I'm just going to use some Posca, so I'm going to layer them up. It's going to be white. My hand style, so handwriting, and then layers and layers, a little bit of black, a little bit of white. We're going to do some patterns on here. Last line on Mr. Ron. And last lines, white and black lines, on our street P. So let's go. Again, I'm going to be using white. If you've got black, think of a really nice little sentence. Again, we came up with be excellent to each other. Very nice metaphors. I'm just going to finish this and put to each other over the top. So we're going to get some vibes in, we'll get some tunes on. Thank you to Mr. Pro P for these. I've got my brew as well. Brew time at 10:30, don't forget. Cheers everyone. So again, just prepping my Poscas. You've got to shake them a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to go to each other over the heart. Okay, I don't know if you can see that just yet. I'll just put to each other right in the middle of the heart. Again, I'm going to fatten those lines up, give it a few layers so he does stand out. I will probably get a super fine black and just go around it just so it pops and jumps out of the heart as well. Another layer on that O there. Put a kiss on that as well. So really briefly, all I've done is put to each other in my hand style over the heart. Again, the gold looks amazing in that light. The satin or the gloss finish has totally dried, so you can see those drips from yesterday, they are completely dry. And I'm just going to put to each other, maybe a couple of more layers of white, and then go around it in black, put a shadow in it, make them stand out a little bit. He's nearly done. While we are using our white, I'm just going to put a couple of marks on this black. So I'm going to think of like tattoo ideas. I might even put some of my own on there. So I've got artwork from Al Tacador. I have artwork from my friend Matt. I have my own artwork. I have my friend Chris Bailey's artwork as well. I might put some of those in. So think of, again, simple little objects that we can turn into kind of tattoo ideas. So things like, again, plants, skulls, hearts. What else have we got? Leaves. Again, I've got leaves, I've got a crown on mine, I've got a symbol I've designed. So we're just going to draw into the black. Couple of symbols. Again, super easy. Just to give it a bit of an interesting background. Again, we're going to go over this black and fix him in. And he's obviously going to fit just inside there. Amazing beats this morning. So again, just affecting that page. Not really spending too long thinking about stuff, just drawing. Let's just go. Just affecting it. Maybe even just put some dots in and stuff, just fill him up a little bit. Okay, Mr. P. We're gonna do our final line on Mr. Ron. Again, thank you to Mr. Dylan Seymour. I asked the audience just to come up with some names for my pieces. We have had Alan for the face design, he's under there. We also have Fred as our monster. We've had Neville, the pink skull, this guy. We've had Sid Goldman, went through a few ideas with him. He was Sid Goldboy yesterday, Sid Goldman now. And we have Ron, I'm going to call him Mr. Ron because of the reference to the Mr. Rons. So if anyone's into their Captain Scarlet, as a 60s geek reference there. So we just plug it through. I think my next job will be, I want to leave Ron for a minute. Again, I want to warm my hands up, get my hand into the idea of drawing. And again, because a lot of my stuff is circles and curves and all that sort of stuff, I want a bit more of a kind of flow. And again, the hip hop really, really helps. Being in a nice state of mind also helps. And so things like music and art and food and water can really genuinely help that. Calm you down a little bit, get you back into that rhythm. And again, you know, I see hip hop as being like a rhythm, like a heartbeat. So it's genuinely quite easy to move through beats like that, if you have an instrumental on as well. Let's do another layer on the Excellent. There we go. Again, being very light, just being delicate with it. You know, we've been quite aggressive in some of it, quite physical with some of it, certainly like these lines and some of the background layers, but with this I just want to be nice and slow, take my time again, a lot of breathing. I might make him a little bit thicker, you know. I'm going to go around him with a slightly thinner white. No, I'm not. I'm going to switch that back. You probably can't see what I'm doing. I'm just finishing the lettering on the heart of the Be Excellent piece. Just giving these lines another layer. Right, so just a little bit thicker there, not too thicker, and we also have this bit of gloss going down the middle. I like that. I'm going to go straight over that. So again, we've got this light layering thing, so hopefully the idea is that to each other pops out the heart just a little bit, with a bit of shadow and a bit of shading and stuff there. Okay, next up is going to be, we're going to do our record sleeve, our final layer on the record sleeve. So last week we produced this one. Sorry, 2 weeks ago we produced this record sleeve. That's just full of rune. So I'm going to flip it this week. I'm going to put my obsolete camo over the top of this. And again, all we've done is just black this out and then put some shiny gold in. I don't know if you can see that glint in. So I'm just going to put the obsolete camo. I've done a very, very, very faint pencil line around the center, the cut hole here. So he's got like an inch around there, and an inch off the top and the sides. I'm just going to put my camo over the top. The round obsolete camo, where is he? Here he is. So I'm going to put this onto that. Okay, nice and easy. I do want it somewhere that I can actually draw it. This is a little bit too low. I'm just going to move Mr. Hart. Again, all about editing your workspace. Make it something that you can move, so then you can find a good spot to work on. It's a good height, a nice space around him so you can work. But the main thing is just so you've got a nice level thing. Again, I'm doing it standing up. I realise a lot of people are a lot more comfortable when they are sitting down flat and drawing. That's also fine. I'm doing this vertically as it were, just to be able to show everybody. So let's put him up. I'm going to go for a thinner Posca. So we're going to go for our medium weight Posca. Again, the pen works nice. Give him a little shape. And again, so we're going to bring this kind of camo into this, but on a smaller scale. So again, as I've gone through, certainly in the Paint with Pete sessions, my camouflage or my obsolete camo is made up of about 4 to about 7 different icons. Good morning everybody, how is everyone? Sorry to interrupt. Morning Dale, morning Trafford Parsons, monsieur, how are we doing? So I've come up with 4 to about 6, maybe 7, 8 symbols. So the skull, the heart, the crown, a spiral, an eye, a plus sign, a lightning strike. I've got a peace sign. I've got my logo, which is a circle with a plus in it. So loads of these. And I'm just populating the canvas with them. And then we're going to link them all in with lines. You'll see how that comes in a minute if you missed the other show about the camera. So, where should we go here? It might look really gappy and stuff, that's good. Buys me a bit of space as well. There we go, some of the plus sign down here. Again, I'm just using my pencil lines that I've put in as a guide, so I know how far in to go. It might look a bit weird at the moment, that's fine. Let's do it. And then we've got some eyes as well. And again, this doesn't have to be a record sleeve, this can be any kind of surface, because I know what I'm doing, I know how I'm drawing my icons, and I'm using the physical shape of whatever I'm drawing on, happens to be a record sleeve, as the baselines, as this kind of structure for the artwork. Okay, so I'm going to start linking up. Again, if there's a few weird spaces here, but I can fill them in afterwards. So I'm going to use my 4 to 6 different types of lines. So we've got spiky. We've got lumpy. We've got like a smoky line, like a kind of lumpy smoky line on the side. Spiking. Alright, let's go from the top then. So again, all I'm doing is filling those lines in, linking every single one of those icons that we drew. And you can link them as far away as you like. Okay, go up here. Trying to alternate spiky and rounded lines. Smudged a bit there, that's alright. Okay, so again using that middle spiral as a kind of guideline. We can break that line a little bit just to give it a natural effect. Only a little bit there. So there we are, a little check just to see if everything's linked up. And then any kind of gaps, again, all we're going to do is put the pluses and the dots in. Good morning, Siobhan. How's everyone doing? Andy Morris, Mrs. Barton. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the obsolete. Sorry, I am Pete Obsolete. Welcome to the Paint with Pete gallery. It's an obsolete gallery, whatever happens, but this is the Paint with Pete gallery, so everything that you see has been produced only within a few hours, within the week. So anything that's gold and black and pink was this week. Anything that's pink and blue was last week. So I want to put up last week's pieces just so we've got a kind of a bar or like a kind of palette to look from and see where we're going with the painting and the drawing and stuff. And again, all we're doing at the moment is working on our record sleeve. 10 minutes till brew time. Let's keep that creativity going. If you are doodling with me, hello, welcome. We'll do a little wizard doodle because I'm wearing a Harry Potter hat. We'll do a little wizard doodle just under Ron after brew time, and then we'll do final lines and we'll do the final reveal and put the pieces back up for the gallery. So all we're going to do now, again, I'm just going to add a couple of plus signs and dots to fill our new record sleeve up. This is a beat, wow. Again, all I'm doing is self-editing. If I've missed a line out, I'm just filling it in. Just about right, a couple more dots there. Okay, cool. Okay, so what I've done with that. This was the fast drying acrylic. I mean, acrylic's fast drying anyway. It's not a specialist acrylic or anything. But there we are. So that is our record sleeve so far. We do have the back. We might work on that next week. We'll see. But again, so far so good. Again, there's little bits of gold and black coming through the black. There we are. Lovely. He's going to go back there for a minute. Just while we finish up our art. Where's Mr. Hart? Here he is. So I'm going to find a really fine Posca, super fine line Posca. Lovely stuff. Okay, so again, thin Posca. Just going to go around the letters. They're all dry now. Again, that weird squeaking is just the pen going against the gloss finish. Honest. Again, you can see that I'm changing position to make it more comfortable for different sets of the letters. That's what I mean about elbow room. Just give yourself a little bit of space to move. There we are. So we've got to each other in the middle of that. Again, it's not that strong enough yet. I think while we're in brew time, I'm just going to go around that black again and put like a very simple kind of drop shadow, so it looks like the text is behind it. So it's like that. There we are. Okay. In fact, I could do that now because I know that's going to be dry. So, little shaky shake, 5 more minutes till brew time. I'm just going to put a little shadow in it so it stands out. Interesting. This pen's so good. Okay, so some of that ink was still a little bit wet, so I've smudged it a bit. That's fine. I know that I can go back over that in a white, and then obviously we're just doing layers. So once that black's dry, I can just touch it up a little bit, make it neater. But while we're waiting, add some shading in. That's a white bit, right? Yep. Okay. Okay, I realise that's I have smudged it. That was an accident. That's absolutely sorted, absolutely fine. A couple more minutes. That white will be the black will be dry, so I can go back over it with the white. The good thing about Poscas, they are pretty solid as pens, like colour-wise and flow-wise. So you can actually put colours over colours without too much bleed. You might have to put another layer and all that sort of stuff if you are doing a lighter colour over a darker colour. But so far, I'm happy with this. Again, just a little bit of touch up here once everything's once everything's dry. We've got another 2 minutes till brew time. We'll do a little doodle as soon as we come back after brew time. So all we really need to do now, finish Ron. I'm going to start taking the masking tape off so we can display them. I'll do that in brew time as well. And then we've just got to put a final black line into the P. Maybe add some little bits onto this guy as well. Obviously we're going to do some, we'll do some doodling as well. So this guy can move, just so we can doodle. I'm going to put him over here. Nice and clean. Okay. Move this guy up a little bit so we can doodle our wizards. So again, in this time, just before we start doodling, think about your wizard. How does your wizard want to look? Again, I'm only doing a wizard because I'm wearing the Deathly Hallows hat. Shout out to all the Harry Potter fans out there. So I want to draw a wizard. So I'm going to do a classic wizard. He's going to have like a floppy hat, and he's going to have a big beard, and he's probably going to be carrying something like a staff with a gemstone on it, or maybe we can come up with something ourselves. Maybe it can be a heart, maybe it can be, yeah, there we go. We'll do a wizard whose power is his heart staff. All right, there we go. That's what we're going to do. Nice blank piece of paper for that. Please get a sheet ready. Again, if you've got kids or if you're drawing alongside me as well, just have a nice plain sheet of something ready. I realise we're doing a lot of kind of touch-ups today and kind of affecting the canvases we've already done. I miss doodling, I love doodling. Thank you for the requests for some more doodling. I'm super keen to have like 5 minutes of doodling every day, that's fine. Alongside all the creative and all that sort of stuff and the painting. I consider my camouflage doodling, but again, that kind of free-form idea where all you're doing is just come up with something silly and customize it. Really good way of being creative. It is 10:30 on the nose. It is brew time. Again, certainly throughout the past couple of weeks, if not the past couple of months, and the coming months, please take your time. Take some time for yourself. We are looking after each other as well as ourselves as well. But again, it's important to kind of live that way as well. So drink some water, have some fruit, eat some food, stick your head out the window for 10 minutes if you need some time. Please take it, read a book, get some music on. But obviously, like we're doing today, all about being creative. So I'll be back in 2 minutes. You guys have 5 minutes to go and get a cup of tea. I'm gonna go and stick my kettle on. And when I come back, I'm gonna put the white in, and I'm just gonna start taking the masking tape off and revealing the artwork. So, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being creative with me. 4 minutes until the end of brew time. Go and put the kettle on, guys. I'm gonna go and put mine on now. Peace. Okay, kettle's on. So, just going to use my fine white Posca just to go over these bits that we smudged. Okay, first layer, cool. I'm going to finish him up in a sec. I'm going to start revealing my canvas now. So we've got a couple of minutes. I'm just going to take the tape off Sid. Just going to move our wizard wall for a second. Oh, whoops. Okay. So again, all I've done is used my masking tape to create its own border for each piece. So I'm going to reveal them now. Nice and light. Turn around. nice and delicate on these anyway. So we're just revealing these really, really clean edges after taking the masking tape off. Sometimes the masking tape will stick to the page, but again, just a nice little slow one. You've got a really, really clean edge there. Let's get this last one off this one. Yeah, the masking tape is low tack, so it shouldn't be pulling anything off the page. Okay, so there is Sid, nice and clean as well, lovely stuff. Put him to one side for a minute, just while we take this one off. Nice and light touches. Not really a spectator sport, this bit. But I really like this bit of it because you get to see what the work looks like properly instead of being covered in paint or like on a dirty background or anything like that. Come on, Mr. T. Again, all this is doing is revealing the really straight edges that we've used, that we have from our masking tape. A couple more, and we are going to get drawing and doodling momentarily, alright? So I hope you've got your art stuff ready to drawing wizards. Again, and we're just going to draw a simple wizard holding something. Could be anything. If you want your wizard to be a modern wizard, like Harry Potter, or if you want it to be old school like Gandalf, the choice is yours. I'm going to do an old school guy like Gandalf, because I'm an old school guy like Gandalf. Get some of that dust off, there we are. Okay. Again, revealing those clean edges. Super clean. Again, masking tape everywhere. Absolutely fine. Okay, cool. And then last but not least, Mr. P, before we do our layer on him. Okay. Last one on there. I know this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Apologies. I just want to show you what they look like because they do have a whole different kind of visual language once the masking tape's removed. There we go. One more. Sometimes your masking tape will betray you. Again, it's all about evolution and knowing your craft. There we go. Last little bit on Mr. P. Get off me. Okay. Alright, cool. So again, boom, boom, boom. Nice and smooth. We're going to put them up in a minute, but we're going to draw some wizards. So let's get our sheet. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a wizard. I'm wearing a Harry Potter hat. It's the symbol of the Deathly Hallows. If you don't know, get to know. Very good series of films. I am a massive film geek, as you can probably tell. So my wizard is going to have a big hat. He's going to have a big beard, and he's going to be holding something. So I'm only going to do the top part of him, so the shoulders and the head. Please draw along with me. And again, customize your wizard. So in my world, wizards have hats that fold. A wizard hat, a little folding. Okay, so he's going to have a staff, so he's going to have a heart staff. So I'm going to draw the staff first, like a rock. There's his staff. So again, we've got a hat and staff. We need a beard, so I'm going to draw a beard like this. You're going to have a big wizard beard. And then he's going to have some eyes, hasn't he? Some cheekbones. He's going to have a nose. Got a mouth. So he's a smiley wizard. And then we just finish the bearding. Bit of a weird looking wizard because his beard's a bit weird. There you go. Some hair. I think he's going to have a beard. There you go. A simple wizard. I realise this line's a bit strange. His ear and his beard. He's got a hat on and a heart stone as well. So his power is love. His power is spreading love. He looks a bit strange, but again, let's put some illuminated lines in. There we go. Okay, there's our very simple wizard. He looks a bit strange. I know. Doesn't matter. Wizards are normally strange. This was yesterday's doodles. So we had a hip hop guy. We had a spaceship. We had an elephant. We had some men in black chasing the spaceship. Today we just drew a wizard, very weird looking wizard. I'm going to do that. So you can customise your wizard, draw a funny hat on him. Mine's got a beard and he's got a big staff. His power is love, so he's pushing love into the world. Amazing. Ah, thank you. Mr. Wizard's on the floor, that's fine. Okay, so again, shake, shake. In fact, I'll leave Mr. Wizard up just so you can see him for a bit. I'm now just going to set my gallery up, so I need a bit of masking tape. All I'm doing is turning my masking tape back on itself just to display. Again, it's low tack, so it shouldn't affect the pieces at all. So he needs doing a bit more, so I'm going to put him at a working height. As with the heart. So the heart, in fact, let's move him down here. So we've got heart and hearts. And one more for Mr. Sid. I like the idea that Sid could be a punk. He's got punky gold hair. So he's pink. Sid Goldman is his full title. Thank you, Dylan. And thank you for sending your drawings in, mate, as well. Absolutely incredible drawings. Hope you were spending some time with Mum and Dad. Love to the families out there. And there's Sid. So Sid is ready. Sid is completely finished, as is Neville, as are these three. There we are. Okay, so we need to put our final line in this guy. I'm going to do one more white layer on that guy, just because I can see that he is dry. Okay. A little bit lower than normal, but it's all good. Gonna do a couple of those, just for layering. And then I'm going to get a big white, just put a sheen on it, so like a little star line. I completely agree, Mama. Hello, Siobhan. Hello, Mrs. Barton. I completely agree on the borders. So if you want to see how they looked beforehand, please check yesterday's session out, or certainly a Tuesday session, where we did start these. And again, I went over the edges. It was very, very messy. How your work looks on page and how it looks framed or with a masking tape frame around it as well, very, very different. So if you are losing a bit of faith in your work, or if you're questioning whether it looks good or not, that is not the final version of it. Please take it out of its context, frame it, have a look at it in different lights against different coloured walls, loads of different stuff around. There we are, let's finish up the heart guy, just another couple of layers on that. I like that heart camo so much that I'm going to put it into just the top half of this heart. Again, using the frame that I've got from the paint from yesterday. Okay, the BXM piece is finished. Mr. P is still drying. So we're going to do our final line on Ron, on Mr. Ron. Good one. Okay, all I'm doing is putting one black line over him. Again, following the lines that we've got, highlighting the eyes, going over the gold. We start with the eye. Fix him in. Fix this guy in as well. Okay, so that's going to have circles around it, but I know they're going to come down here. Taking a little bit more time because of the acrylic has a finish to it, so obviously it's a little bit lumpy. Again, I know I'm going to come down here eventually. Get those teeth in. Again, you can see how smooth that Posca goes onto the acrylic. Both of those products are amazing together. Get his hairlines in. Sort that in a minute. Some hair. Okay, and that is Ron done. I'm just going to stand back, have a look at him. Yeah, cool. There we are. So, I think our gallery is finished. Just last lines on Ronnie Ron. Do one of them as well. Might even just come down here a bit. Just finishing up. Give his eye a little bit more. One more line. Okay, cool. Okay, so Big Ron is finished. That is our gallery of the week of the work. Produced another Paint with Pete session. So we've only got about 8 minutes left. Perfect timing. Again, please, if you have done some work, put your pens down, put your paper down, lay it out in front of you, put it page by page or in a book if you wanted. But again, the display of that work will not only remind you what we've done and show you the techniques that we've learned and used and incorporated into the work that we've produced, but it will also give you a different view of your artwork. It will look different once it's finished, once you're not seeing those layers or those working practices or the stages that you're not happy with. Once you've got a bit of a finished piece, sit back, look at it for a minute, work out the good things you like about it, the bad things you like about it, and work out how to improve on those things, both good and bad. So this week, again, I was using black, gold and white, and a bit of pink as well from Ron. So we put black wash on the back of this page after masking taping up 3 pages. We put, black wash on the back of that one. We put gold wash underneath all that, and we put a gold X on that. And then we went over the gold, and then we went black, and then gold, and then black. And then we went black, pink, white, gold, loads of different bits. There is one more thing I need to do on this guy. Not with that pen. A little star. Wow, that didn't work. Oh well. So yeah, and then we worked on our street art piece. Again, that could be as messy as you like, doesn't matter. We're trying to recreate a kind of the idea that someone's approached the wall several times and then come back and painted over it as well. So again, this is a nice idea. I like the letter form. I like the colours in it. I like the wash. I like the patterns behind. I actually really like this black and white pattern. So even if it isn't something, if the finished thing isn't something you like all the way home, again, critique yourself positively. It's all about knowing that this is a journey. And again, it's just all about practice and being creative. So I like the black line, I like the gold in it, I like the pink. So there were elements of it that I do like that I know I can take into the next piece if we were going to do something similar. Again, I've just chosen one letter. You can draw many, many different letters. Have a look on the internet, find a font that you like. I like loads of fonts. I'm a huge geek for that. Again, knowing those fonts, knowing how those letters take form will help you in your handwriting, will help you in your drawing. Especially if you're customizing something like this. Whether it's your initial the first letter of your name, or if it's somebody else as well. Big Ron looks like a cat. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. Cheers, Andy. So yeah, we just took a letter. We can create anything we want. Again, I'm sticking to the skulls and hearts because it's something that I like drawing. I also know that there is a lot of kind of customization to that. So we can do skulls in different colours. We can do hearts in different colours. We can do multiple hearts. We can do single hearts and then colour them in. Doesn't matter. We can change the colour palette up and see how that works with the same stuff. With Big Ron. So this guy, again, I'm really happy with this guy now. Super happy. Look how gold that eye is. So he's called Mr. Ron. Again, thank you for Dylan for calling him Ron. I'm going to extend it to Mr. Ron, just to give him a bit of a title, as well as the kind of circular eye effect thing going on as well. So he's about 17, probably 18 layers canvas, and then spray paint, and then Posca, and then I painted it white, and then we painted it, put some camo in, painted it black, put some pink in, put some more white in, put some pink over the top, and again just kind of let it sit down, let it sit for a minute, let it dry, put some gold in, finish the eyes up. I can only say practice makes perfect on this. It can be a slow process. Be okay with a slow process. Know that if you are drawing the same thing over and over again, you are getting better at that one thing. If you wanted to experiment a little bit, write a poem, draw a funny character, draw a wizard, draw a monster, so you can draw a human face without taking your pencil off the page. Might do some of that next week if you want. Yeah, in fact, we'll do some of that next week for our doodling session. So again, really, really simple way of keeping your kids, keeping your flatmates, keeping yourself busy is just by doodling. So we'll go through a couple more techniques of that next week. It is coming up to 11 o'clock. We still have 2 minutes left. 2 seconds. Again, like every Monday, we will be coming live from the Manchester's Finest Facebook page. So please follow those guys. You can see the Paint with Pete live sessions with Manchester's Finest every Monday. Again, Tuesday to Friday is the block of the Paint with Pete's. So again, on Tuesday, I'll put some more canvases up, completely blank. We're going to choose 3 different colours again. I'll probably use colours I haven't used yet, so we'll probably go with like yellow, green, and red. They're kind of nice colours as well. Obviously, black and white is a staple, so we can use those 2 as well. But we'll go down another similar route. However, on Monday, I will be blanking out a canvas of mine and then painting it live all the way through the show. So we've got 1 hour. I'm going to see if I can create one whole canvas, it's a big boy, in 1 hour. Bit of a challenge. Again, I think I'm going to bring in the gold because I really like the effect of how it looks in the light. So again, this is Sid Goldman. So that gold on a big canvas, I think will have a nice impact, as well as having it on a slightly smaller scale, on a slightly thinner format as well. So there we are. Thank you to everyone watching the Paint with Pete series. Again, if you've missed anything, please check out Obsolete Art Manchester. All the videos will be on there. We've been doing it for, this is our third official week. So thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for being creative. I also want to say thank you to all the NHS staff, all the cleaners, all the doctors who are looking after us and going above and beyond the call of duty to look after complete strangers. So you guys are amazing. I'd also like to thank Aldi and the customers of every shop. If you are keeping your 2 meters distance, there's a lot of shops who are really stepping up to the plate at the moment, who are fully acknowledging the trials and tribulations we're going through. Please stick to your 2 meter distance. Wash your handies. Again, I've probably got paint all over mine as usual. I'm going to go and wash mine again in a minute. Get to the shops early. Make sure you stay those 2 meters distance. Please leave that time for the elderly to have their shop and all that sort of stuff. Mask and glove up if you feel necessary. But it's all about keeping this and this pumping. So again, the Paint with Pete sessions are just a kind of a little escapist route into the art world, where all we're doing is being creative and keeping those smiles on our faces, the pencils in our hands, and we're just drawing. Really, really good way of keeping creative and again, keeping a little bit more sane. If you're feeling like you're drifting off a little bit, drink some water, have some food, go and spend a bit of time outside, not too long, do a little jog, do some stretching, all those good things. Thank you so much for keeping up with me today. Everyone say hello to Ron. You might not see him next week. I might use him as a point of contact, but I might be painting another canvas next week as well with you guys. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for being creative. Thank you for being good in the world. Show some love to the NHS. I hope everyone was out last night clapping. Round of applause again for everybody working in the NHS. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend and happy Easter.